was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So now here come the Dolphins. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. McGee. And that is incomplete.
There's something like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Lewis to return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's another shot now for the Montreal offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing him back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
To throw on 2nd down. Carey. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 95 catches for him now on the year, and it's a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. McKenzie. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. Back to throw. Carey. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McGee. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. Looking to throw. McGee. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
They go play action here on first down.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Here comes third and about a foot.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. This is Burgess. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
And they'll run again. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brand, I think they run standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, McGee. Under pressure, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. .51 yards on the punt there.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's another shot now for the Montreal offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, the goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, Carey. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Carey. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Mounties will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you at home as we take you around the NFL on this 25th day of December. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And it's the Bills who have the lead in that one. The Bills locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And you can see they are out in front in that one. The Panthers looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And that one, all tied.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter.
And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback.
So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
Here's 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, McGee.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to...
Looking to throw. McGee. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again. McGee. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run with Burgess. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. McGee. Over the middle, complete. That's Burgess. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and 1 now from the 21. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And the Dolphin first down.
Carry here for Burgess. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Up the middle they go. It's Fox, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw. Carey got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. McKenzie. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
55 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
42-yard line.
Right back to him on first down.
Down to about the 37.
They're pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Carey. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays,
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay.
Touchdown! A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Mounties are able to add on to that lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And it's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that one a long 11-play drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here?
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Now the Montreal offense ready to take over now. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. There he goes, left side. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
At the 6-yard line.
Looking to throw. McGee. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Off play action. McGee. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there.
His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get a bit closer.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here's another shot now for the Montreal offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Carey. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll try the left side. McKenzie. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
66 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. McKenzie, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Carey got his man complete over the middle. That's Lewis. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Carey. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure. And it's 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
Up the middle they go. McKenzie. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. A throw over the middle taken in. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
First down, Miami.
Looking to throw. McGee. To the sideline and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This offense so far on third down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. McGee.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Here's another shot now for the Montreal offense.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Carey. He finds his man. Complete. It's Russell. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. McKenzie on a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Operating from the gun. Carey. And he's got his man on the out route.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Off play action. Carey. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
Throwing to start the drive. McGee. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. McGee looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Looking to throw. McGee. And this is going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Carey. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a give right side. Fox.
Down to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
brings up 3rd and 1.
Now a give right side. McKenzie. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. McKenzie. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Up the middle they go. McKenzie. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Mounties are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
And that touchdown this late in the game should all but be the dagger.
We never want to say that a game is over, but it certainly feels that way. That final touchdown seems to have created enough room for them to start celebrating.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing on first down. McGee. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. To throw on second down. McGee. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it's second down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, McGee. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A yard all they need, but it's third down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, he's got Watkins.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Montreal, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.